I'm not sure why this is so controversial, but every time I post a video on unit conversions, I get a lot of comments. So hear me out on this. If you're taking chemistry, this is really a big deal for you. At the beginning of the year, your teacher is going to teach you how to convert units like this. And you're going to multiply by a ratio that will convert the unit from what you have to what you want. And it looks really, really simple. And a lot of students say, oh, wait, I already know a shortcut for this. My teacher taught me a couple years ago, and all you need to do is slide the decimal because they learned something like this, a little trick, a little shortcut. Well, that is all fine. However, let me give you some reasons to learn it the way your teacher's going to give it to you at the beginning of the year. One, most students in the U.S. do the old sliding the decimal wrong. I'm not kidding you. If there's a quiz on converting units, students will get like nothing right because they convert in the wrong direction. Students in other countries who grow up with the metric system typically do this really well because they're so familiar. Number two, and this is really important, sliding a decimal is illegal with a number. Like 10 is not the same as 0.1. You can't just slide a number, a decimal. It changes the value of the number. But when you multiply by a ratio attached to those two numbers, you convert from one unit to another, and it makes a whole lot of sense. Number three, it only works with the metric system when you can slide the decimal. You cannot convert feet in inches or feet in yards or quarters in dollars by sliding a decimal. So the other thing is this. Your teacher is teaching you this at the beginning of chemistry because the skill of multiplying by a ratio is something you're going to use the rest of the year. So it's introduced at the beginning of the year with something simple and familiar like metric units, right? I know you know how to convert grams and kilograms, right? It's really simple. But in the future, in the rest of chemistry, you're going to be doing this over and over and over again, multiplying by ratios that have numbers and units attached to them. So my advice to you, if you are taking chemistry, lock in those first couple weeks of class when you start learning how to convert units, and it will pay off all year long. Trust me.